In this video, we are visiting Sankaku Market, and this place has so much crab. Sankaku Market is located in the historic port town of Otaru, on Japan's northern island of Hokkaido. As soon as you enter Sankaku Market, you're greeted by a narrow passage packed with seafood vendors and restaurants. The market began around 1948 as a small collection of street stalls and now contains roughly 20 businesses. It is especially known for fresh seafood like sea urchin, scallops, cast-and-don seafood bowls, and of course, crab. If you're visiting Hokkaido, king crab and hairy crab are two seafood delicacies you won't want to miss, and a lot of visitors come to this market to try them. King crab is famous for its large, meaty legs and sweet, firm texture, while the Hokkaido hairy crab is prized for its rich flavor, tender meat, and creamy crab miso. One thing I discovered at Sankaku Market was that the prices displayed for the live seafood included the cost of having it prepared and cooked. That's because the seafood vendors are partnered with the restaurants, making it easy to know the total price up front if you're dining in. One of the busiest restaurants in Sankaku Market is Donburi. It's famous for its incredibly fresh seafood bowls and is one of the oldest restaurants in the market and has built a loyal following over many decades. The restaurant has a ticketing system to manage customers waiting for a table, and it's easy to see why. It can get so busy that some visitors have reported waiting for hours, so I grabbed a ticket and joined the queue. While you wait, the restaurant staff can take your order in advance, and since I ordered the king crab, I first went over to the live seafood vendor to purchase it. The vendors will ask for your restaurant ticket number, which links your crab purchase to your table, so it's ready to be prepared once you're seated. After you have purchased your crab, it's tagged with your restaurant ticket number and placed in the holding area until your table is ready. One thing I hadn't realized was that the Donburi restaurant does not offer the Hokkaido hairy crab on their menu. I got to admit that was a bit disappointing. However, one thing they did have available is the Hakkaku Fish. It's a Hokkaido specialty and rarely seen outside northern Japan. Since it isn't something you come across very often, I couldn't pass it up. So I ordered the Hakkaku sashimi along with one of their seafood bowls. With my order placed, and some time before my ticket number was called, I wandered off to explore the market. The market offers more than just fresh live seafood. Stalls are also stocked with a wide selection of dried seafood. You can also find fresh fruit here, including Japan's renowned premium melons. Some of these here can cost up to 5,000 yen each. Then I came across something I'd never seen before. It was something from the deep waters of Hokkaido. This intimidating looking wolf eel. Despite its appearance, it is known for its mild, white flesh and can be eaten as sashimi, grilled or simmered. For 12,960 yen, this whole fish weighing 5.8 kilos or 12.8 pounds can be yours. There was plenty to see around the market, and before I knew it, my table number was up next, so I headed back to the restaurant. The wait wasn't too long this time, as the restaurant has several seating areas to accommodate more diners. First to arrive was the seafood bowl I had ordered. It was topped with a generous selection of seafood and everything tasted very fresh. It was a great way to start the meal. Next came the Hakkaku sashimi. The texture was firm with a slight crunch, and the flavor was clean and fresh with no fishy smell at all. It's well worth trying if you're visiting Hokkaido. Then came the moment I've been waiting for, the king crab. It was brought to the table whole, giving everyone a chance to admire it and take a few photos. The staff then offered to crack the crab open, making it much easier to eat. So they took it back to the kitchen, expertly prepared it, and returned it ready to enjoy. It was definitely worth the wait. The crab was simply boiled, allowing its natural flavor to shine through. The meat was tender, sweet, and had a subtle briny flavor that was absolutely delicious. If you're ever visiting Hokkaido, I'd highly recommend giving it a try. This particular crab weighed just over 1.4 kilograms, or a little over 3 pounds. At around 12,000 yen per kilogram, it came to approximately 17,000 yen for this crab. Crab prices can be seasonal, and the crab's size can play a part too, where smaller crabs normally cost more per kilogram. Hopefully the price I paid gives you a good idea of what to expect. The king crab was fantastic, but my time in Sankaku Market wasn't quite complete. I still hadn't tried the famous Hokkaido hairy crab. I was determined to try it, not just for myself, but for those of you watching who were curious about what it was like. So I found another restaurant serving the Hokkaido hairy crab and placed an order. This time, the staff prepared the crab right at the table. It weighed around 600 grams and was priced at 16,500 yen per kilogram. That's with the tax included, bringing the total to 9,900 yen for this crab. The hairy crab was also served boiled. The meat was tender and naturally sweet, but with a softer, flakier texture. Many locals actually prefer hairy crab over king crab because of its rich, creamy crab miso, the flavorful innards found inside the shell. The crab miso was very rich, which gave me an idea to combine it with the crab meat for a more balanced flavor. I scraped out a generous amount of crab meat and placed it on top of the crab miso, and then began mixing it all together. The combination was incredible. The delicate crab meat balanced the rich creamy miso beautifully. I can certainly see why so many locals love eating the Hokkaido hairy crab. Both the king crab and hairy crab are delicious. You really can't go wrong with either option. If you're after a rich explosion of crab flavor, especially with the creamy crab miso, then the hairy crab will tick those boxes. But if you prefer big, satisfying pieces of naturally sweet crab meat, then the king crab is hard to beat, as the hairy crab legs simply aren't as meaty by comparison. With both the king crab and hairy crab ticked off my list, I was now satisfied to finish my visit at Sankaku Market. I hope you enjoyed this seafood adventure, and please add a like if you did. For more videos like this, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.
Hop off the porch, now I'm in it. Say my goodbyes, I'll be gone till I'm finished. I could do a mile in a minute, mile in a minute. Watch me do a mile in a minute.